Hello everybody and welcome back to the Breakfast Club right here on Bernama TV. You're joining me, Ben Ibrahim, and this morning it's breakfast with Dato Seri Dr. Abdullah Fadzil, BC1, who is the Executive Chairman of Swiftlet Eco Park Group. Dato, thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you for having us here for today.
No, it's a pleasure indeed. Now, Dato, can you tell us a little bit more about the Swiftlet Eco Park Group of companies?
Oh yeah, this company was formed some maybe 5 over years. Okay, when we studied the industry of this bird nest, we realized that nobody in this region where the bird nests are inherent here, because the bird nests are only the birds, swiftlets, are only available within Southeast Asia.
Right.
Okay, even then, only a few countries have got the benefit of getting this bird nest coming to their country. Of course, Indonesia has been the leader of this for 100 over years. Right, they're the biggest
Our Indonesian friends are a little bit ahead, yeah?
Yeah, very much so. In the case of Malaysia and Thailand, they were the 3 main suppliers of the bird nest product. Okay, and 25 years only came to Malaysia and Thailand because of the bad weather condition in Indonesia, because of the haze, because of the volcanoes and all that. So many of the birds move over across the Malacca Strait into Malaysia and a bit into Thailand. So some of the people who knew about this industry started to do it in Malaysia. And birds keep on coming in because Malaysia's environment quite good,
pretty stable, yeah,
and stable. So the birds are happier to be here. So this developed over the last 25 years for a big income that was inherited by the people who did the houses of the bird. And although all this development of the bird nest houses then were illegal, and they mostly took those houses which are abandoned to convert it to the bird nest houses.
Right.
And it's now all over the country now.
Okay.
The houses are like that. And we realized that, and this is something that the government could not do anything about. So we thought that, look, nobody's ever done it. We took a risk and we took a chance to let's try to do something and get something organized as far as this industry is concerned.
Right.
Because it's a big industry, very high yield industry.
True.
We are the only region in the world that have these birds coming into our region,
Okay.
And amount has never been sufficient to supply the market.
Okay.
So because of this, we went into the business.
Wow, thank you very much, Dato, for that very thorough explanation. But my next question, I'm sure many of our viewers are wondering, why swiftlet birds and a property investment in an eco park? How did the idea come about?
Because of the fact that we cannot have the houses in the mainstream of people living in towns, in parks, in various area of people who are living there. To have these birds here is not supposed to be done. So we thought that, look, the only way is to do it outside the place. So we have got about 14 sites and some 550 houses now in the various phases of development, all built in agro-based land, and also in small this what call it, project where you have all kind of factories and all that.
Right.
So we can do that. So we have been doing that all the while.
Okay. Now, how long has this particular product or service been on the market?
As far as we are concerned, we started 5 years ago, as I said.
5 years ago, yeah?
And we've been having problems getting approvals from the local authorities, because then when we started, nobody knew about this industry and how to legalize it. So we took all the trouble to do about the research, fact-finding, asking people, visiting places,
surveys,
the surveys, and finally we were able to get the right portion and the right thing.
That's
and
good.
We also got the right paper presentation that we went to the Ministry of Agriculture. Basically, in the Department of Veterinary Science. There we worked together, and after a while, we were given the rights to develop it. After a couple of early times when there were a lot of discussion and a lot of haggling, finally we were the only one who was given the right to develop this eco park in the right places.
Okay, so exclusive rights in that way, like you were the only one.
Exclusive. Others can do it also.
Others can do it also.
Yeah,
okay.
but they must go and get the license.
Yeah, and like you said, the license and the other aspects were the most challenging part. Yeah,
Exactly.
but you've come through it. You worked hard at it, like all good business corporations. Because in business, nothing goes your way all the time. Just like Dato said, you've got to chip away at it and work hard at it. But Dato, you said the product has been around for 5 years. The awareness at the moment not as good as you'd like. So how is the response from consumers so far when they first know about this investment and product?
Okay, we were quite fortunate because the fact that first we are legal. Secondly, we are...
Legal is always good, Dato.
Yeah, always good, yeah. And we also work with the government, all right? And we are also part of the committee that works with the government to help them to get the things proper, okay? And then we also got this thing, what do you call it, although we could not trade initially, but eventually we also realized that there's another license that we can get, and this is the interest scheme. It's a scheme whereby we can get the public to invest into our company.
Okay.
Okay. Otherwise,
so it's a good scheme. Yeah?
Good scheme. So there's two licenses here. We are the only one that have these two licenses. The upstream one is to develop houses.
The houses.
The downstream one is to develop the entire spectrum of the bird nest industry.
Okay.
From A to Z.
Wow.
Okay. And this is important.
That's new.
Because
and that's cool too.
Yeah,
if you ask me.
And up to now, we know about bird nests, but when you buy the bird nest in the market, nobody can testify or confirm the quality, the strength of the bird nest in that particular product.
Yeah.
So what you're buying now is just bird nest, but what the strength, what's the quality, what is in there?
Because people always question that.
Nobody in this world has done any serious research and do development. We are doing it.
Yeah.
Over a year ago, we have an agreement with the International Medical University as a place for the research and development.
Great. And R&D is always important.
Yeah. And we're using Gleneagles hospitals for the testing of the product slowly. Okay, it will take a long time for it to be approved.
Yeah, nothing is developed and succeeded overnight or have success rate overnight. But Dato, so far, any success stories that you can share with our viewers about this very, very interesting business?
Yeah, we're very, very happy to inform you that, we can, through the interest scheme, we are allowed to now trade.
You're allowed to trade?
Okay, but we can only trade by creating ISUs, which is interest scheme units.
Interest scheme units, yeah?
For one unit, you have to pay 10,000 ringgit.
10,000 ringgit, okay.
And the scheme lasts for 35 years.
Okay, that's a nice long time.
And if you keep that 10,000 ringgit in the company, not in the company, the money are all deposited to the trustee, public bank trustee, okay? If they keep the money up to 35 years, you will get not less than 270,000 ringgit at the end of 35 years.
Can you say that figure again?
270,000 ringgit minimum.
That's a good investment.
Yes.
Yes. I'm not a finance man, but that's a good investment. Yeah.
I don't think anybody so far have got that kind of returns that we can provide only because of the bird nest product. It's very limited in amount and never sufficient to supply.
Okay. Now, Dato, unfortunately, we're running out of time. It's been a very, very interesting interview because, well, a business like this does not really exist much in Malaysia and Southeast Asia, like Dato said, only in Thailand, Indonesia and Malaysia. But what's your advice for people out there, Dato, regarding Swiftlet Eco Park?
Okay, if you want to be more, what do you call it, healthy, to have enough funds.
And have more financial options?
Yeah, we have. Yeah. Other than 10,000 ringgit per unit, we have managed to get approval from the SSM that we can split into a smaller portion. They can pay 7,500, then 5,000, in 2005.
Okay.
So because these people appeal to us, they want to have the bird nest to consume, and then they have not enough funds.
Okay.
So we wrote to the government again. We were approved to break down.
Okay.
But
fantastic.
We got a lot of good things because we are now working not only to the individuals, which are coming very, very big, you know.
Yeah, people are coming.
Yeah, we are talking to corporate leaders. For example, we already have a signature approved agreement with Nirvana.
Okay, fantastic. I have to stop you there. I'm very, very sorry that we are running out of time. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank Dato Seri Dr. Abdullah Fadzil, BG1, Executive Chairman of the Swiftlet Eco Park Group. Thank you very much, Dato. Stick with us right here, ladies and gentlemen, on the headlines with Shaz for the local and international headlines. And then when we come back at about 9:30, more stories to share with you right here on The Breakfast Club, Bernama TV. Don't go away.